all infiltration before that was been from the outside in. And at this one, they're saying now there's a situation where we can be inside the Communist Party and bring it down. Generally, the above action has constituted harassment rather than disruption, since for the most part, the Bureau has set up particular incidents and the attack has been from the outside. At the present time, however, there is existing within the Communist Party a situation resulting from the developments of the 10th Congress, CP, Soviet, the government attacks of the party principally through persuasion under the Smith Act or prosecution that now will be made to order for all-out disruptive attack against the Communist Party. Now, groups seeking independence for Puerto Rico, counterintelligence program, subversive control. I'll be brief on this one. November 15th, 1960. Disruption and discord. That's the COINTEL program. Disruption and discord. Number 2, creating doubts as to the wisdom of remaining in the independence movement. 3, causing defections from the independence movement. They did this stuff to us in California. We sent tons of money out there. When the government seized the accounts, it wasn't their accounts. They didn't have none. They seized our accounts here, right? And they just threw the money up in the air. Well, they didn't let them have the money. Like when they sold our property, they didn't let those idiots have the money because the property, one of the pieces of property we sold, I know they got $1 million from it or something at least. If them Negroes, if Khadijah and Mukhtar had $1 million in their hand, you wouldn't be able to find them. They'd be back, I think, one of them from Arkansas. They'd be down there in Okefenokee, Ridgeback, what do they call them, Ridgeback, something like that. They'd be down the Razorbacks, yeah. They'd be down there with them white folks with a corncob pipe and a fishing pole, fishing with pockets full of money, right? The government ain't gave them Negroes that money. Government ain't gave them none of the money. The $100,000 they took out of the account, or they didn't take it out of the account. They let them have the account. This is not legal. You can't do that. They're not on the account and they let them. That's why we're not in a rush to fight our cases. We're going to fight our cases and win them. And it don't make no difference. Hell, we're right about it. We can't lose this stuff. And eventually the stuff will get in the air. We can't lose it. There's no loss in this. The way we feel right this minute, absolutely no loss. So, disruption and discord. Creating doubts. I don't know if you stole money from, I thought here in 2007, it says that we're going to go out there and pay off their taxes, not our taxes here. And their taxes was almost $50,000. That means they hadn't paid tax. They never paid the taxes out there. Since Abdul Malik them was there, they paid taxes on the school. But on the Masjid and other properties, they didn't pay the taxes. If I hadn't stumbled into the paperwork and said, oh, they want to sell all the property out here, or notice. And the same thing with fines. I would tell them, okay, this is a fine. It's $4,900 for the grass and everything. I said, just clean it up and go down there. They don't do it, so they double it up, right? then they double it up again pretty soon. When you go out there, they send you got to pay this $29,000 now see, $29,000 for a person that has a big job downtown. If he makes 120,000, 29,000 is not a whole lot. I mean, we'll pay it off in 5 years. And they said, okay, right? They give you a little slip and you go down and pay it. Okay, but if you're us, we don't have an income. We don't have an income, and we're not on purpose using our property for income. That makes you work harder. If you're going to keep it, it's a rule. If you're going to keep it, or you're going to start Imam Tufel, what do we call it? That's Strategic Command Center. You're going to pay for it because ain't nobody we know going to come by there and help you with it. That puts us back to work, that's all. We've already done this 10,000 times. Okay. Disruption and discord, creating doubts as to the wisdom of remaining in the independence movement. Creating doubts. They tried to pretend to create doubts in Oakland. They can't create no doubts in Oakland. They can pretend to create doubts amongst themselves and the people in the group. And then they could present me, well, your family, Sister Bahia is going to say, I said, I don't care what Sister Bahia say. Sister Bahia is with them. Everybody knows it. Anybody I talk to say, yeah, this is a nice lady, but she was with them. She was with so-and-so. Her other husband in between was was watching because he was with ARP, All African Revolutionary People's Party, whatever it is, Stokely Carmichael. Yeah, that was Kwame. I said, and I talked to him about, well, what was the girls' jobs and all that. Their job was to service the men. That's what they said. Them, right down the street, just throw around. They're saying to me, and I'm not jumping up and down about it, like I don't know what it means, but it means you were all police. And the Negroes fell into that. Example, Stokely, I used to go see him a lot. He had a rule not to get involved with the people, but stay on campus. Anybody remember that? They got people on campus older than me right now. I'm telling you. But his job was to lead an intellectual, there's a great party coming, and we're going to lead. We're going to be the elite and lead to freedom because we know where to go. It didn't work. Okay. But the other thing, if somebody, I know some guys that when they come to speak, they had two demands. Some marijuana and cutie pie. Right? That's just, if you're going to hook up a program for me, that is, him, whoever that him is, that's the criteria, and everybody knows that. You have to have some smoke. I used to talk to his other friend. He have another friend just like him, H-Rap somebody. And they knew each other very well, and they would talk. And then after you, during the period of when we're trying to recollect the movement together during the 80s, it was only a few people still around, and you got to know them all. And you knew their habits, and my youngest son, he got so good, he used to imitate certain people. They'd have a pipe, I don't know. Well, we must be organized. Organization. Why, the people must be organized. Martin Luther King was good to mobilize the people but not organized people. You must be organized. The people must be organized. Da, 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 da. Anyway, it was nice. Let me speed up here. Creating doubts is the wisdom of remaining in the independence movement, causing defections from the independence movement. And then the exploitation of factionalism or groups. They working with this to cause trouble within the groups themselves. And I was careful about people being able to start trouble in the institution, in our institution. They never was able to come and just somebody would stand up and say, you did certain things wrong. That wasn't right. Why? Because I live right back there. And if it wouldn't be far away, and I couldn't be using up too much money because I was collecting 85% of the money myself. And I was spending 100% of the money on everybody else. And the style, I'm not saying the people liked it. My family didn't like it. They didn't like living back there. They hated it. Well, somebody hated it, but the kids didn't care. Sakina was young, Fatima wasn't even born. But even living next door, 4481, we lived downstairs. The other people that were doing wrong lived upstairs. And just for natural, they didn't like it. They hated it. Okay, well, they had a thing. They said, if we get Imam Musa married, the marriage will slow him down. It didn't slow me down at all. They say, because some of the guys from here, you say, I bet you're not still running. I said, what? I do running all the time, lift a little iron. We had the iron. Well, the iron used to be outside. And we'd be running, had the bag hanging outside. In the cold weather, we just wrap something around it and get busy. But anyway, we won't be able to go into all of this, but we'll touch on a few of it. Question of the wisdom of the Puerto Rican movement is itself. Questioning the indiscriminate use of organization money. I'm not a saint, but nobody can, we do have a record. And we spend money on everybody else, never on ourselves. So the kids, if you were to study the school, what Negro organization would spend $500,000 on the kids? And the same kind of food we have down there for, we had that for the school kids, and the school kids, they wanted to have peanut butter and jelly, all that stuff. A kid's lunch, Lunchables. But you should have saw the teachers down there. They would be waiting till everybody go by. And they would, because we'd have fish, that boy, it would be well cooked, as good as the stuff now, or even better. So the teachers knew what they was having, and they stayed in line. Yeah, to eat. Okay. So they can't tell us all this stuff about, they can say it, but it don't mean nothing. The people can say, and I get tired of tricking them into saying stupid stuff, but it's easy. The people that are over on our thing, they're dummies. They're real live card-carrying dummies, all of them. Because after you see so much of militant black nationalist groups, in unity there is strength. A truism that is no less valid for all of its triteness. An effective coalition of black nationalist groups might be the first steps toward a real Mau Mau in America, the beginning of a true black revolution. The Kenyans, just before that, they had the Mau Mau movement. They saw how effective it was. They had to bring a coon back out of prison and put him over the burning spear, whoever that was. You found out who that was. And when I got to Kenya, If you wanted to find the Mau Mau, they were robbers out on the road. They were robbers because the government turned against them, and they had a skill. In South Africa in the late 90s, if you wanted to find where the brothers was, they were throwing big chunks of cement out on the highway. The Asians had to stop, and they would roll out with AK-47s. And they were robbing the very people that helped them. But the leaders have gone south or north, you know, prevent the coalition of militant black. Okay. Prevent the rise of a Messiah who could unify and electrify the militant black nationalist movement. Malcolm X might have been such a Messiah. He is a martyr to the movement.